Hey there, everybody. I am back again with Pam. Pam, you were telling me about a very interesting and consequential hand that you played recently. And you were kind enough to let me turn on the camera. Set this hand up for us, please. And anyone watching, get ready because you're going to have to make an important decision soon.
Okay, so I had the very great pleasure last week to play in the Australian National Open teams with my partner Jeff Miller, who you've heard lots about, and I had very good teammates from New Zealand as well. So loving it. So I'm not sure exactly how many teams entered. I think between 90 and 100. So you play for 2 days qualifying, and then the top 16 go into a knockout. Now that means that for the next 4 days, two teams just go head to head for a whole day, 48 boards. Okay, so we're into the we're into the round of 16, and we play the first day, 48 boards, and things went our way, and we were fortunate enough to win that match comfortably. So we were into the round of 8, and again playing one team for the whole day, 3 sets of 12. Now after 36 boards, we won the first set comfortably, and the next 2 sets of 12 they clawed it back, and I think we were tied or almost tied going into the last match. Now, those of you that have played teams matches will know that while you're playing the teams match, you have no idea what is going on at the other table. At board 5, have no idea of the status of the match. At board 11, you have no idea of the status match. You can make a bit of an educated guess if you want to use your brain power doing that, which I don't particularly. I just want to focus on what I'm doing. And I'm here to tell you about the last board of that match, board 12. And if you can just remember that I don't know the status of the match. I knew that something good had happened in our favour, and I knew that something bad had happened that wasn't in our favour, but I had no idea what had happened at the other table. So that's where I am.
And this is the last hand of the whole day.
This is the last hand of the day, and if we win this match, we're down to the final 4. We go into another knockout the next day, 48.
Stakes are on. All right, should we take a look at the hand?
Sure.
Okay. Talk us through the auction, Pam.
Okay, so this is, be quite pleased to pick up these cards. It's a balanced 18 count. So I'll talk you through the auction, and then I'm going to take you to the decision that I had to make on this hand. So I'm playing precision with Jeff, and I was dealer, and I opened one club which just says, partner, I have 16 or more points, and it says nothing whatsoever about the shape of the hand. Okay. Now on this particular auction, our opponents didn't take a bid, so I'm not going to put their bids in. Their bids were all pass. So I said, partner, I've got 16 or more points, one club. Jeff said 1 diamond, which says, partner, I've only got 0 to 7. Okay, so I bid 1 no trump, and that showed 16 to 18 points. And you'll agree that's what I've got. And I thought that was probably going to be the end of the auction.
Right,
but out comes 2 no trumps from Jeff. So let me tell you about the 2 no trumps and what I'm expecting. I'm expecting exactly 7 points from Jeff, because he showed 0 to 7, and yet he's inviting game opposite to 16 to 18. I'm expecting exactly 7 high card points from Jeff. So 7 and 18 is 25, enough for game in most people's books. However, I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried about those 3 little spade cards. Now, if Jeff had a 4-card major, for sure, every time a coconut, if you know that expression, he would bid Stayman and ask about my majors. So on this hand, with that crappy spade holding, he hasn't got a 4-card major. But he could have a 5-card minor. He hasn't got a 4-card major on this. So 2 no trumps. What are you going to do? Are you going to bid 3 or are you going to pass 2 no trumps? Last of 48 boards. You don't know the status of the match. You knew that at the beginning of these 12 boards, you were about even.
All right, pressure's on. So, everyone watching, what do you do? And Pam, our choices are to pass, stay in 2 no trumps, or to bid game 3 no trumps. How would you describe those 2 choices? Like what did you think?
What were my thought processes? Is that what you're asking?
Before you even tell us what you chose, tell us why you were on the fence about it.
Okay, so last hand of this important match, this was my initial thought process. Okay, but calm down. You have
so
to
even at the top level, that's an okay internal response.
Okay, but that sort of doesn't cut the mustard. I still have to pass or bid 3 no trumps. My gut was telling me with this balanced hand, this very balanced hand, this terrible holding in spades, and even if partner had, for instance, they could have a 5-card minor. Even if they had 5 diamonds, we're still only in a 5, we only have 7 diamonds. And if they have 5 clubs, I'm kind of a bit short in the other suits. So, Jeff's only got 7 high card points. But this is a vulnerable game. This is a vulnerable game, and you bid him, you don't want to pass when I know for sure that we've got 25 high card points. So I don't want to pass. And so then I started thinking, what do I think the other table is going to do? And I think the other tables read the same book. I think they know that, with 25 points, you bid game. But my gut was saying, I don't think this is going to make. So those were my thoughts.
All right. Okay. Good. So on one shoulder, I don't know if it's the angel or the devil who's saying you have the points. You think the other team is going to bid game. If they bid game and make it, that's it. That could be it. However, on the other, might be the angel, might be the devil. Is your gut is saying, I don't like those spades. I want to pass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's pause it. If you're watching, what do you do? Do you pass, stay in 2 no trumps, or do you bid to game 3 no trumps? For the brave folks out there, put your money where your mouth is. Leave a comment below. And before the video continues, what are you going to do? 2 no trumps, 3 no trumps.
Please remember too that the opponents at the table, they're very, very good players. Very, very good players. This is not, a club frolic.
Is there a third option, which is just to start crying and I'm sorry, I have an emergency. Sorry.
I love this though, Bajia.
This is what it's all about.
Do you know something? Just to set the scene? So playing at this level, you play behind the screen. So I can't see my partner and I can't see my left-hand opponent, but I can talk freely with my right-hand opponent. And as the hand played out, my wonderful opponent, you'll see his name up there, Jamie Thompson, he said to me, Pam, I don't know what the result of this match is until the score comes up, but thank you. It was a really nice match. And I said, same. I said it was great, wasn't it? So thank you. And in a way, that's how I felt about it. We've tried very hard. We've played quite well. We've done our best, I guess. Not that there wasn't things we could have done a lot better, but I really enjoyed it. And this kind of pressure situation, even though it feels, I love it. I love it so much. I mean, I can't break my leg, right? I mean, it's not like show jumping where I could fall off and break my leg, right?
I don't know. Maybe someone's probably tried it. So what'd you do? What'd you do, Pam?
I decided to bid 3 no trumps. It's just so much easier. I have a responsibility to my team, and it's just so much easier, I guess, and the most wonderful teammates, which I will come back to, but it's just so much easier to justify bidding 3 no trumps with 25 points than to pass, I felt. And the clincher was, I don't know the state of the match, and I was prepared to put all my chips in that the opponents would be in 3 no trumps. So it was a big position to pass, I felt. Big position to pass.
So you told the gut to shush and stay in your place. How did things work out?
3 no trumps, went down 2 at both tables. If I had been in 2 no trumps, down 1, we would be into the next round.
Your gut is really, your gut has some words with you at the end of this one.
Okay, so what happens at the end of the hand, and the other table finished before us, is that at the end of the hand you go to your score sheet, and there was the score: 92 to 93, losing by 1 imp. Okay, 92 to 93. A bit of a bitter pill, but as I said, a great match. I said, Jeff, why didn't I trust my gut? And this is why Jeff Miller is the best partner in the world. Jeff said to me, well, Pam, because sometimes your gut is wrong. And my teammates who were there too said, you have to bid 3 no trumps, Pam. You have to. So, yeah.
So even if
then we all thanked each other and we, bummer, and thanked each other and went off on with our lives.
So in this instance, your gut would have saved the day and everyone would have carried you around on their shoulders. But I mean, imagine if you had trusted your gut and the cookie had crumbled in the opposite direction. Then you have nothing
That's exactly
to fall
right.
back on.
Yeah, and it was quite interesting. Many of you Kiwis will know Barry Jones from the Bridge Zone. Well, he was watching the match, and of course they could see the results as they came in, so they know the status of the match. And he'd just seen 3 no trumps go down 2 at the other table, and he said he was trying to send me vibes. He said, Pam, if you can find a pass on this hand, you're going to win the match.
Right. So don't actually listen to your gut. But if you're getting some sort of sonic message, pay attention to that.
I took a long time to pass. I took a very long time. I mean, just not to pass, to bid 3 no trumps in a very long time.
Well, thank you, Pam. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'll include the link to the whole hand in the description below for anyone who wants to take a look at the hand and play through from all 4 seats. As always, everyone's welcome to Pam's weekly classes, her online classes. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Pam, thank you so much. That was fun.
See ya. So
I guess takeaway is listen to your gut, but ignore it. Bye, everyone. Thanks, Pam.
Bye-bye.